Action Pants Gaming. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. Laid back. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Throwing parts. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right.
Oh, I thought this might happen. Good morning, greetings. It is me, Kevin C, here yet again at, what are we at? Action Pants Gaming. Yeah, I've had some, you know, you add a new thing to your computer and everything goes kaflooey sometimes. All right, it is Sunday, May the 31st. We are in the last throes of May, and I've got 3 minutes, past the 10 a.m. hour, at least from where I'm sitting. I know some of you are still sitting out there in the past, and some of you are somehow even in the future. But whatever present you happen to be in as you're watching this, I do hope it's going good for you. I don't know why this is doing what it's doing. That's better. All right. It's early. It's Sunday. I'm not expecting too many people to be up and rolling at this point. But let's take a look on over to chat, see who we got. And we have the Mad Myth, the legendary Scottish, and the Mythy Geck. Welcome, MSG. How you doing this morning? Thank you for joining. Good to have you along. All right, what are we doing here? Let's make sure my microphone's actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. There we go. That's always good. And let's get off my big ugly mug. And we'll get on over. And this I'm going to have to probably fix the camera on that. Oh, not too bad. Lighting in the room today is a little off. It's kind of partially gray out. So it's being a little bizarre. Atlas Nemesis Galacticus. Happy Fun Day Sunday, everyone. Hope your day is going well. Thank you. I hope you're having a wonderful day as well. Good to have you here. So I made a little progress on my building there. As you can see, it is got, and let's go sleep so we can actually see what's going on here. But I needed to see, we got to add some lighting and whatnot. Right now I just have my construction lights randomly placed in the other room so I can see what the heck it is I'm doing. So, as you are probably aware, I got that new Corsair Xenon Edge 14.5 inch touchscreen display, and I am liking it very much, minus a few things. It is super cool. It looks super cool. I feel like I'm flying in a spaceship. I need to figure out how to make that better. But it's got some quirkiness that I just don't dig on. And it's definitely software related. IQ is notorious for being a little funky, if you will. All right, so I spent some time last night hanging out with Titan and Hellboy. We were just chatting on Discord, sharing each other, we would share a screen. So I kind of decked out. Ooh. Excuse me, charming. Kind of decked this out a little bit. Made my own little fireplace. Not 100% happy with it, but for right now it works. Playing with window design and ideas. So this year, a lot of manual placement to really kind of, do some stuff. Manual placement becomes a thing. I got the roof on. I was debating on switching this to an actual flooring, which I might do. So this is going to be, I guess, I wish they had like standing armor, like in Shroud. I think in Shroud it has it. I know definitely Grounded has it, where you have stands with the armor that you have, and you can put it on a stand and then go up to it later and collect it, and pick the items you need off of the stand, which is really, really cool. Headphones. Make them itch. Alright, you know what? I'm going to try and turn up the brightness on my screen here. Since I think it's just you and I, Galacticus, and Scottish Gecticus. Give me 1 second here. See if I can't make it look a little better here. I mean, I'm as ugly gets, so I can't do anything about that. But I might be able to do something about... I guess not. Well, I guess that's what we got today. That's kind of a bummer. Alright. I guess the lighting in my room is a little funky. I probably should get one of those key lights. I have one, but it doesn't seem to really do a whole hell of a lot for me. Although it is somehow pointing in the wrong direction here. Oh, now I gotta mess with that. Son of a biscuit. Thank you all for being so understanding. I had to restart my computer like a dozen times today. So there's some stuff with that Xenon Edge that gets a little funkadelic. And I ended up having to reset my computer a bunch of times, and it just turned into a nightmare. Alright, I think we're alright now. Yeah, I think that'll do. Alright. Let's get to doing some stuff. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. So yesterday, my mom got a brand new PS5 Pro. Right on. She doesn't have a longer HDMI card for both TV and PS5. Oh, you can pick those up super cheap. You can get those things at freaking CVS. Order one on Amazon. Just make sure it's high speed. Whatever. What is it? 2.5 or something like that. The Pro, I don't know, it'll tell you. You can get the specs. Just make sure you're running this, the fast cable. Otherwise, you may have some funky issues. All right, so yeah, just kind of playing with ideas. This is my test build area. Oh, I got to finish this up. That needs its trimming, so does that. All right, so there's a lot of manual placement happening, like a lot. I'm not sure if I'm, what, I don't like that. That's gonna go. rest of it, on the other hand, works just fine. Yeah, I like the, because we changed the background, I wanted to kind of blend in a little bit better. So I wanted to add in the stone bits. All right, let's do the trim on this window, which is beams and pillars galore. And a lot of back and forth on snapping. And in order to get things Katrine, what is going on? Good morning. It's almost update time for Satisfactory. Yeah, why am I not doing that? That makes more sense, moron. Put 2 in, then line the other one up to the 2. Duh. I'm a moron. Or just do that. Right on, right on, right on. All right. I need to have those. I gotta make those.
All right.
Yeah, I have a PS5 regular with the drive. And because I wanted the 4K Blu-ray player, but now physical media is almost non-existent. Right, that's not enough light. We need more light. That should work. See, now this would be nice. I wonder if I can... Yeah, we'll deal with that after. All right. I know, just build something, all right? Jeez. But then I get distracted, I'm like, whoa, all right, well, we got that. No. It's like, it has kind of a build camera, but what ends up happening is you end up the character moves. So instead of locking the character to the ground and then, you know, being able to move around, it you know, the character does the moving. So if I'm in build mode and I click on the stick, now I'm up high. But yeah, it needs a build camera, definitely, 100%. Oh no. Atlas, I'm well aware that No Man's Sky has a build camera. Believe me. It would be nice if this game also had one. Unfortunately, it does not. But it does have its certain je ne sais quoi. You know, it is a game that is in you know, pre-production, and like all games like that, it will have its things. Heck, No Man's Sky basically was released as a pre-production, basically. If you think about it. Alright, why are you being wackadoo? See, this needs a nudge. Now, I suppose I could probably put, or just deal with that BS. It's got this bizarre blending, but it's kind of cool in a way, you know. In a way, you still gotta fuss with it, but it's not entirely horrible. Ah, look at that. It is different thickness. You know, it does have like a curve to it. Yeah, screw it. That's fine. Which is a little odd. And since we're trying to They took that away? I know my city still loads in. I wonder why they did that. I should probably recheck that. You know, sometimes I do not understand their logic. A lot of people don't realize, like, how much building in the game kept that game going in the time where there was nothing going on. You know what I mean? And everyone was complaining that there was nothing going on. And yet there were people, you know, doing a lot of building. And displaying the building and, you know, hey, look, you can do this and this. And then while we're waiting for them to do updates, there is still stuff to do. Actually, that's how I should do these, the base. I should do there to there, and then do the end caps. Aha. All right, let's try that. I mean, they haven't done a featured base change in what? Over a year? All right, this is going to be difficult because I can't see a flippin' thing. Okay. Oh, jeez. Yeah, build camera would make this infinitely easier. Good enough. Yeah, I might change out the... I do not know, but I think I'm going to. I don't, I don't understand why Hello Games does some of what they do. I don't know why I do that. I don't know why. Freaking it. Yeah, there's a lot of wasted movement in the build mechanic. Part of the wasted movement is my brain, but and because I play with a controller, not a keyboard mouse. Speaking of, I gotta charge mine. Give me one moment. I gotta get the cable. I moved it the other day. I mean, there's a bunch of like every game with a build mechanic, they get part of it right. Like, I really wish I knew how to make a game. I would take the building from No Man's Sky, science, sci-fi, something, do the build mechanic the way that they had it briefly, where it was pretty much almost perfect. And implement a few, things. Take the best of each build mechanic, like the nudge and the blueprint from Satisfactory, the full rotation and lack of collision of No Man's Sky, the bit of glitch building from No Man's Sky, the wires or something like a wire. In a game like this, that'd be a little bit different. But if I were making the game, it would be a future game, so a wire of some type. I mean, I know, a lot of core builders who, I don't want to get into that. I mean, I love No Man's Sky. I'm going to continue to say that because it will continue to be true. It's just a build mechanic right now is suffering a little bit. And, I would like to see that. They haven't done anything major with it in a while, and I would like to see some fixes and updates. And not have it be whatever the light no fire build mechanic is going to be. I want what I want. I want what I know No Man's Sky is capable of because it was there at one point, It did exist. But yeah, the roof ended up working out. It wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be, although it had its moments. Just trying to figure out how to make windows work in different scenarios. Oh, here's one. Because they don't have a fancy wood version, and to be able to mix certain styles. Hey, Dimmer, good morning. We're going to want to do. Like, I would like to see a more clear frame version of something like this. All right, let's take a look at our windows, right? I gotta get used to this freaking build mechanic. All right, boom. 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 Okay. All of them have some form of stone incorporated into it, even if it is a wooden frame. So, why? Like this window here, I'd like to see a clean version of this. Where you have the clear glass, but in a thinner, nicer frame. Or in this as I do like the fact that they actually added, you know, it's a color, you know, because everything else is kind of very similar in tone, you know, a lot of earth tones, a lot of, all right, we started another foundation over here. We'll mess around with that in a little bit. I just want to kind of finish up some stuff I was doing here. Oh yeah, I started going off on a tangent. I'm like, oh yeah, I got one over here I gotta fix. I want a bunny rabbit. Build camera. They should just, don't care. That's not true. I totally do, but I'm not gonna lose my patience, or yeah, I'm gonna lose my patience over it. It ain't worth it, my friends. I mean, I will obsess over it, you know, when not streaming. Still debating on whether or not we need the extra window there. I'm not sure I want this as a raised platform either. Kind of cuts the room. I was just kind of doing it for the hardy har-hars of it. Hey. No. Yes. See, then we get that problem. But that's not a huge problem. It's actually a very limited problem. I like that border, but I will probably sacrifice that. Or not. But what we could do... No. Alright. I could refloor the whole thing, but I don't want to. Or at least... these sections here. But again, I don't want to, because this... Alright, how do I want to deal with this? Alright, so we will carry that line to there. Alright, we want the floor to be in the same direction. So this is all going that way. Yeah, so this is where things get always like, alright, I like the rugged floor, and I like, you know, that kind of banding, but alright, I got an idea. I have an idea. If we have to, at least do that. such a big gap. I can live with that. Is that, can I fill that? I can, basically. There. Then we'll put some crap down and you'll never even notice. Yeah, I can deal with that flow. Actually, we can yeah. I'm fine with that. I mean, like, little things like that can, make a big difference, Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Oh, yeah. Morning. Just want to take a look. It never hurts to have a little fun. You're going to have to go up one more, right? Oh, wait. Wonder if it would be better up there. Well, that I'm going to have to do manually, though. Yeah, and I can't lift that. Oh, they do that. I'll put the beam in first. Oh, wait. Even you're not letting me do that, okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We could also hang it normally. But I like it here better, but you know, this would be like so you don't knock into it. Either or nor. Or nay. I mean, it's not too hard to reproduce. I could also go... But see how wide this column base is in comparison? Like, no, it's the same. All right, so hold on. Why does it look so small here? You know, this is kind of some of the stuff I dig with this game is like this right here, you know, just it's got a nice blending capability. And then we'd have to move that to that, bring that pillar down. Then maybe remove that. But no, because see, I like the whole... Thoughts? One or the other, or neither? I could always just place something there that belongs there too. You know, I don't gotta go through the rigmarole of sinking that into that part. You know, we could simply you know, but some drunken sailor pirate's gonna come in and knock that over. Cause a fire everywhere. You know, this one here, you know, it's a little safer to walk by. I kind of want to continue that around here. I feel like I can, but at the same time, nay. No, that's fine. Any thoughts? Nobody? Anybody? Safety first. Exactly, Katrine. You know it. Yeah, that looks nice too. We don't have any like fancy vase. I mean, I guess that kind of. If this were the kitchen. See, and that's the other thing, build camera. How am I supposed to see? You know what I mean? Veritas Velez, welcome. How are you? Good to see you. The wall mount with no floor light might look good. Yeah. I guess, you know. It has been a while, my friend. It's awfully tiny. That's got a big blend to it. Alright, this is going to end up turning into not weapons and armor. I fancified the fireplace a little too much. Now I'm, Veritas, it is a great, and it's pre-release. So, I mean, it's still like, hey, you know, we're doing a bunch of stuff, so. Yeah, but see now if I do this, I could have just covered up all that with some curtains, right? So we're not going to put curtains in here. We spent too much time. Now in the other area where we can't really put the curtains because of where all the windows are. That was the only place that we could really put a curtain. Now I could, you know, move these, and the more I'm looking at this room now, the more I'm like, I might have to rearrange. I might have to pull this out, move these over one. But I like how it's on the corner. And same with this. I might have to recenter this, so, because I'm not digging this. So if I could center that on this line, I think we'd have a better shot. See, and this is when you're learning a new build mechanic and you're learning stuff on how the game works. And you think one idea is great, and then you do something in another area and you learn a new thing and you're like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, shoot. Now I got to go back over to the other area and make that look better. But what I do like about this one is the counter. The ship combat is fun. We can go do some as a break from building because I think I need to stretch the building brain for a minute and go do something for a minute. Exactly. Build, learn, rebuild, repeat. All right, we'll head back to you afterwards. Maybe we'll just have that as armor, because that's the clothing one. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Sure, why not? Alright, if we're gonna do combat though. We'll get the game audio back in. Now, I do want to see the Black Flag remake. Because there's definitely things in that look really cool that this game, I feel, could use. Like sharks. Alright, we need to clear some of the map up, so let's think about that. Alright, we're just going to sail straight ahead until it says turn around.
More sail, more speed!
And we'll take these ships out pretty quick. As well. And see, the one thing that I gotta remember here is, but they also need to kind of get a little better, is the speed. Like sometimes the NPC is like, well, I'm booking around the screen. Well, hello, you all right? Too much grog? Too much rum? What was I saying? And whether or not it's really like that. So I usually slow down just a tad. Like this cat's cruising. Yeah. Now, these are lower tier ships. Look at this guy. You know what I mean? He's like flying. Now, because they're lower tier, and I am, level 15, that's a level 2. I shoot it once, and it's, it's done. Alright, we might as well sail as far north as we can. Oh, yeah.
Hear this! We're outward bound for Mobile Town with a heave-ho-ho, and we'll heave the old wheel round and round. Good morning, ladies all. And when we get to Mobile Town with a heave-ho-ho, oh, 'tis there they'll drink and sorrows drown. Good morning, ladies all. Them girls down south are free and gay with a heave-ho-ho. With them we'll spend our hard-earned pay. Good morning.
Actually, what we need to do.
We'll swing around, we'll have good fun.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
And soon we'll be
Shogun, what's going on?
homeward run. Good
We need to open up
ladies all.
right here.
And when we get to
Alright, let's fast travel.
with a heave-ho-ho, for the very last time we'll waltz around. Good morning, ladies all. With
Yeah, and so you have these fast travel bells you can put down, and some are at a box, some are at, certain locations. You're currently allowed only so many,
so a long goodbye to all you.
and apparently they were still singing.
If you're looking for prey, I can see it.
Hey. And then, here's, one of the factions that you do missions for, and it's where you can buy and sell materials.
Hey, watch out. That's where you haul.
So, if I had these items, I could sell to them for silver and gold.
The Buccaneers remember their friends.
So these are the rogue buccaneers.
Built for the wilds, not parades.
I hope so, Dimmer. And then here, is where you buy stuff, and each faction has different things for sale. And as far as I know, I have purchased all of I have all current building materials.
A clean shot solves much.
And this is just one of the spots, there's a few. And when you finish, this, I'll call it a demo, basically. It's, the pre-release portion. You can get to level 15 on everything. But then after that, and then you get to a certain mission, and it's like, to be continued.
Helm's yours, Captain.
Alright, so we want to go... We're going to go west. We're going to clear this out, and then... I don't think there's anything right there. I mean, there could be a small island. We'll go south. Alright.
More sail. Reef the canvas. Set more sail.
And you can buy more shanties. There's like a, you know, shanty pack.
Whiskey is the life of man. Oh, whiskey, Johnny. Whiskey from an old tin can. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Oh, whiskey made me on my clothes. Oh, whiskey, Johnny. Whiskey gave me this red nose. Oh, whiskey for my back to work.
Yeah, they're pretty decent. Again, you know, it's pre-release, so, you know. And you can actually, if you're playing with a friend, you know, one can steer the ship and the other one can fire cannons, and you can actually do what that cat's doing there if you want. Granted, if you fall off now, you're screwed. Like here. See, and like with those other ships, those level 2s, my first set of cannons, which are, you know, to kind of tap you on the shoulder, then the second one to rip the shoulder off.
Helm's yours, Captain.
Oh,
More sail, more speed.
that was weird. Should have kept going. I don't know why that. Yeah, so it drops you down to 0 when you reconnect. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know if I have my fishing pole though. I do. Well, once you let go of the helm, I guess you... Like if somebody were steering, I could, yes. And is the answer to your question. Just because I don't feel like losing these items. The rest I can get back easily. Yeah, that's right. I've been trying to get that too. I can't see my because we're moving. All right, hold on. There we go. I can kind of hear the sound. Yeah, I want that frickin' smacky fish. I also want the ring. Wish you could build on the boat. Wish a center character, you know, click would be nice. Yeah, no bait. Yeah. Oh. Oh, really? You want to mess with my fishing trip? I'm going to board you. I'm just going to sink you. This can be a pain. And I'm gonna let my men take care of this.
Breathe the canvas.
Alright, how much closer do I need to frickin' get? That's as close as I can pretty much get here, guys. So I guess you can't board a level 2. They're too small. Might be too small. Alright, you know what? We've wasted enough time. So you can board ships, Veritas. But apparently the smaller the level, the less likely that's going to happen. Because it's just, you know, the ship's too small.
Catch the wind.
Catch the spirit. Catch the spin. We're gonna have to take our break in a minute. I need my other coffee. That one is gross and cold. And almost gone. And exactly what I was afraid of. Oh, hey, look at that. It stops. Oh, shoot. Although I may drown before I get there. Woo! Let's eat some food, shall we? Just in case. Well, I'm glad to know that the ship stops once if you end up overboard. All right, we're going to take a break. I've been sitting here for an hour and a half, and my butt needs to get out of this chair for a few minutes anyway. So we'll be back in a few minutes. For those of you who are not going to be sticking around, we will be... Hold on. I don't want to be out in the middle and then all of a sudden get hammered when I'm taking a break. Yeah, let's go here.
Captain at the helm.
And then we'll go south and clear out that bit of the map. All right, good. Perfect. Right where we want to be.
If you're looking for prey,
If you're looking for prey. Hey. All right, we will be back in a few minutes. If you got to get going, thank you so much for stopping in and giving me some of your time today. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to do all the YouTube-y jive on the way out. Hit that like, hit the bell, subscribe, you know, leave comments, all that fun stuff. It is, Veritas. It is oddly addictive. For those of you who are sticking around, get up, stretch out, peel the peepers away from the screen for a few minutes. Get yourself a munchie, get a beverage, get your bio break in, wash your hands, and we will be back in a few moments.
All right.
All right, we'll be right back.
It's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow.
All right.
We're back. And I got a nice full cup of coffee, nice and hot, ready to go. And we want to go south. Okay. Bum bum ba bum 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 bum
Ships on
bum.
your hand, Captain.
Aye aye.
There's more sail.
Set the sail. And you can build around these too, apparently. Looks like the sun is getting ready to set. We will sail off into the sunset. For a minute. Then we're gonna go south. Not even for a minute. Mere seconds.
It's a damn tough life, full of toil and strife. With women undergo.
Oh,
We don't give a damn when the gale is done. How hard the winds did blow.
or say,
Belay the song.
delay the song. I want to get the slappy fish. Or the ring. Or both. Yeah, I heard. That's pretty common though. That's an Xbox thing, unfortunately. To my understanding. Oh, that's a neat island. That little hole in the rock over there. Ooh, that might just be what I'm looking for on one particular project. Hopefully I don't run into an island as I'm fishing here. What's it called? Like, does it like give you some sort of, ba-boom that you've, received the slappy fish? Hellboy already has it. Alright, somebody's messing with me. Level 5. Oops. Put you out of commission. Sink you. Try to board you, so Veritas. You can see a little bit of the boarding process. Yeah, so level 2 is just too small of a ship, I guess. It didn't even give me the prompt. Get ready, men. Maybe. Come on, get that boarding process. There we go. It's a pain to get to sometimes, at least for me. I'm gonna just let them do all the work. Although I think I might actually have to kill 2. And where's the captain? It'd be cool if they got on your boat too. Oh shoot, my controller disconnected there for a second. Yeah, I gotta kill 2. All right. But they do. Hey, leave my guy alone. There we go. They killed one. All right. So when you board them, you get slightly better resources. Silver and I don't know what we got this time, but silver and crate looks like. Provisions, and then you sell these to different factions. Yeah, let's go take a look at that if I'm still anywhere near it.
Helm's yours, Captain.
And then you usually get like deckhand insignias, and then combat repair stuff is what you usually will get off of a ship. Like, so we got a crate over here, right? We sank that ship. So we'll probably get deckhand insignia. And combat repair. Now, if we were able to board it, we would also get, like, you know, some sort of crate of something that we can sell. And then, you know, salt or silver, something like that.
More sail, more speed.
I want slappy fish. Do I have to be moving to get it? Or can I just, like, sit still for a bit and fish? Is it just fishing off of the boat? Or is it, you know, specific to, you gotta be moving? And I guess we'll have to check that island out again later. Where are we in the... Right, it's someone there. Actually, I'm going in the wrong direction. I want to be going southerly.
Helm's yours, Captain.
I believe. Yeah, and then you get like lost barrels or like lost ship or something. You get other supplies from those. Oh, is that just me? Oh, because I'm not on the
Ship's under your
That's
eye,
why.
Captain.
Alright, go that way. There's a big area over here, too, that looks like we could probably open up. I mean, I've been fishing for a bit now. Like in the game, you know, for food. There's fish and tostones is a good combination with the chicken and potato. You just gotta have a lot of chili pepper. Does it say like slappy fish weapon or something? What's it listed as? Smasher? Okay. Yeah, I'm missing all that cargo right there. I mean, it'll always be there. I'll go back and get it, but... Come on. One of the two items, please. I do not see Smasher anywhere. Come on! Give me the Smasher. Give me the Smasher. Or the ring. I want the Smasher more, but I'll take the ring. Oh, nice. Good to see you again, Veritas. I'm usually on Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays is my normal. I had a break from work. We'll call it my birthday vacation time off. But I go back this Wednesday. And then I will be back on my normal Sunday, Monday, Tuesday morning schedule. But good to see you. Enjoy the movie. I'm hearing, as usual, mixed reviews. But when it comes to movies, the way I look at it is I'm either going to like it or I will not. And whether somebody else likes it or not is their opinion. The Burba. It'd be cool if there were like stormy seas, like, you know, when it does like the thunder and lightning. You know, if the seas got like really crazy and water was coming up over the ship. Sailing without a candle. I mean, sometimes you go up and over these waves, which is cool. I wish the sound effects were a little bit better, or maybe I need to turn them up a little more, because like when you're coming up and you hear the boat creak and then it smashes down onto the wave. It's pretty cool. Lork. Oh, I didn't even show Veritas all the NPCs that get to walk around your base. Come on. Deep ocean. Wanted to make sure I wasn't going to go off map. If I hit the map, alright, when we get to the next island, I gotta turn around. I'm having, like, how long did it take you to get yours? Well, one thing, I'll have plenty of fish. I'm gonna have to grow nothing but friggin' chili peppers, though. Yeah, I know, but, yeah, that's true. That's right, I gotta remember buying. Just means I gotta remember to board more ships so that I can get some silver. Because whenever they release the next portion of the game, alright. There's gonna be a point where I'm just like, I'm not gonna sit here. I can only fish for so long. Yes! We got the ring! And a large barracuda. Did I get them both? No. Large barracuda, though, that I've never gotten. All right, we got the ring. Miscellaneous epic. Oh. Sweet, we got the ring. And we got the swordfish, which I hadn't gotten before. So that's a bonus. Is that the slapper? It says processed into... Got the large barracuda again. Ow. Give me one sec. All right. All right. Oh. You want a battle? I got you. Oh, level 13. This might actually be a little bit of a fight. Or not. Ready, cut off your angle, buddy. Missed him. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. We're gonna board you though. You're a freighter. At least we're gonna try to. Then we go down to Crow's Nest and give me some instructions. Thicker than pea soup out here. Oh. I forgot to eat. Good, I don't need bandages, I just life steal. Ha ha. Turned around real quick. What are you bringing a knife to a gunfight?
Ship's under your hand, Captain.
We got a lot right here. Or there's got to be an island in here. Alright, let's keep going in the direction we're going. Oh, my inventory is full.
The ship's under your hand, Captain. Reef the canvas.
Alright, when it gets laid out again, I'll head back and do a little building. I just wanted to do some ship stuff to show Veritas. Although it's raining, so we'll wait for a sunny day. We gotta collect silver anyway. Right on. Yep. Yeah, that creek. Down there on the left, port side. I'm about to crash into. Oh, okay, that's Tortuga. And we're gonna have to head home soon because I'm running out of inventory space. It would be nice too if you had the map up in the upper corner, the mini map. Also had when you hit the fog, so you could kind of, you know, steer through the mini map with the fog, and it would clear up. It would show there as well. I also wish you could zoom in and out on the mini map. I don't know if you can, and I just don't know the command. Which is entirely possible. Excuse me. Charming. Alright, we could be fishing right now. I want that slapper. Alright, let's do some fishing. Until we get the dun 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 dun. You're in trouble and danger. I wonder if I put the ring on, if that would help. I gotta read what the ring actually does. I'm sure it's like a percentage or catching more fish or something like that. Probably gonna have to make a crate just to store the fish. There's nothing in the game, but there's a bunch of mods for what? What am I miss? What I miss? Oh, zoomed out mini map, gotcha. But you know what I mean? It'd be nice if you saw the fog, so you could kind of not have to keep going into the other map. You know, you're about to come into a unknown area, or
Helm's yours, Captain. To the gun. Enemy ship's gone, Captain.
damn it, totally missed. Alright, normally y'all are one-shotters. Alright, where are we? Gonna tell me to turn around. In a minute, I bet. Again, we have like 0 inventory space. Well, we got space on ours. So, but to pick up anything here, we need to empty some of the ship contents because we are full up. We could do that. Oh, you have to actually use that book. Ah. Alright, let's empty our inventory. Alright, so this is all gonna make grants a 15% chance to catch extra fish while fishing. Okay. Inventory management. Oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I moved you. You're not here anymore. You are still, though. No. Hmm. All right. What are we doing on time? I know I'm getting hungry. I can feel it. My stomach's like, you know, it'd be nice if you fed me today. This might be the next place I have to tear apart. I mean, I know this whole thing here I'm not happy with right now. It doesn't even fit into that whole thing. And I want to, this is eventually going to move. And then I'll just take all that, make individual things out here. I'm just going to make a little area over here for my vendors and whatnot, mini little town experiment. And I'm gonna have to move the fire because we're not gonna have enough room in a minute. And now I got to figure out a new thing to do with these windows. I'm going to come up with a new idea. Because we've done a couple of different things. That's not bad. But I don't know what this building's for. I was just gonna make a building and put some, put one of the things in it. And then I'll go through and refine and detail, the area as I go. I would assume. Or we'll finally figure out and start collecting a whole lot of inventory to start our next project. Or I'm going to have to trash this entire place and move it to another. I don't want to do that. Damn you. I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do because I am not in the right spot to do it. So these don't really let you do that whole dealy. I think we pretty much got the shell of this done. We now would have to, you know, figure out how we're going to decorate it and with what. Because armor and clothing has the 3. Now where's the... Do I not have that built somewhere? Oh, alright. I might have moved that. Or we'll see if it fits in here. And we'll do a temporary, just so that it's here, you know. And that way we have it. And I'll have to redo all this after too. We'll do like maybe a couple of those. And do like some sort of cutting station over here. A little sitting area. I could block this off and make a changing room. Yeah, I gotta try on your armor. But for now, that'll work until I figure out a better spot for it. All right, now we're going to attempt to make another double-sided sign. Let's see what happens. That's interesting. Huh. Like wants a double on that. That was interesting. Yeah, that's what I mean by this game has like some unique and interesting We don't need that. This doesn't need to be here. That sort of does. But it's a weird snapping point, isn't it? It's like, ooh. This could be a lift, a minor lift on a floor panel or a wall. Like something like that, you know? Or does it still treat it like... No, it doesn't. It's... but then that locks in, which is a little bizarre. But I wonder. Oh. If I take that out, it won't let me drag it. But what if I do that? No. But then it won't let me attach to the other one. Or will it? If I do it like this. Nope, it's only in that spot. But it does have something to do with that. Doop 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 doop. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Wrote the book of love. Pain in the ass, but you could do it. Why you would want to, I'm not entirely sure, but there is an interesting little something here with this. Why you would want to do what I just did there is beyond me. Because it's a lot of work. But you could do it. And I'm sure we could find an easier, quicker way to do it, which I'm already thinking, I think I know what we could do there. But in a different part. It's fancified. That was almost a... Uh-oh. Alright, let's try to make another one of our signs here. Yeah, see, there is a difference. Look at that. That's interesting. Really? Well, really now? Hey, dummy. Dummy. That's me. I'm a dummy. Gotta make sure that that's actually doing... Make sure we're on the right level here. Okay, we're gonna have to manually do that then. Got it. Like I should have known. You're not going to be enough. What do I need to do here? I need to put you there first. Okay. There we go. I don't know why it decided to work now. But now I'm going to have to do it again. Because I can't see the center of it. And now I take it from this angle and it won't do what I need it to do. No, okay. Hey, look at that. Although, guess what? Oh, no, that's right, because the strap will go through that way. Okay. And so now we need... What do we need? Get rid of that for now. And this is totally in the wrong spot. Yeah, this shouldn't be here. It's too close to the door. We're going to do something different anyway. Because we already did that. But I kind of want to do... Well, if anything, we know that we can do that sort of thing. All right, we're at our 3-hour mark. I was hoping Hellboy would be done with his errands in time, but he is not. So we will not be hanging out with him on stream today. We might tomorrow or later tonight, depending. And if I get any further on anything tonight, I'll come back through and run it again. But yeah, made my own little fireplace. Actually, I want to make this more textured, I think. You know, we're learning. We're getting there. We're figuring stuff out. You know, that was sort of, you know, is there a solution to my particular problem right now? And we noticed that there's this fine little gap. So that could be a tool, unless they fix it at some point. But that's definitely a tool to kind of just get that little nudge up and down there. We might want to figure out how to use that there. So that's definitely a tool. It looks like maybe the quarter nudge, you know, instead of a full, or it's just actually just a minute. And I've noticed, and Hellboy noticed last night too, in one of his builds, that those little inconsistencies sometimes just kind of show up. And, you know, you're out of nowhere and you're like, whoa, hey, you know, what the hell? But yeah, I'm starting to learn a couple little tricks here and there with this. Definitely, you know, definitely takes some getting used to, I will say, you know, working with this build mechanic here. It has its own little set of quirks. Like any game, like any build mechanic, you know, it's gonna do that. But all in all, I like it. It's been a decent build mechanic and a very decent game for a pre-release. All right, y'all, we'll be back on tomorrow. I do want to get into the No Man's Sky expedition, but I'm hearing that there's some game crashing things or save problems and, you know, this, that, and the other thing. So I'm going to hold off on it for a minute or two. Plus, there's time limit stuff, which is very difficult for me with my work schedule. So, you know, I don't know how to attack it yet. But I do want to check it out. I do want the stuff, and, you know, I'm going to have to do it in the amount of time somehow. So we'll figure that out, and I will definitely be trying to stream that. So, all right, folks. Thank you so much for hanging out. Until next time, this has been me, Kevin C. here at Action Pants Gaming, wishing all of you pirates out there a little bit of love, peace, and pirate booty grease. Get your action pantalones on, get out there, start building some wild and piratey stuff. And we will see you soon. Until next time, take care, y'all. Bye, everybody.
Action Pants Gaming. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. Laid back. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Throwing parts. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right.